Ladies and gentlemen, now for official introduction, the fighter fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 79, and this is his debut bout. He's 17, stands 6'2". He fights out of Asylum Valley Judo and hails from Leeds, Josh Palmer. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, weighed in at 78.4. This is also his debut bout. He's 16, stands 5'11". He fights out of Bateman MMA and hails from Romania, Alex, the Silent Assassin, Chona. Your referee, Mr. Paul Crossley.
Ladies and gentlemen, cage score set to close on this amateur lightweight contest to open up Almighty Fighting Championships 29. Josh Palmer fighting out of the red corner using the yellow trunks trimmed with black venom as he takes on Bateman MMA in the black Nike Pro. Straight in.
Oh, and they're wasting no time here.
Really trying to hang on to that head nice and tight.
And what a good job he did, because he got to use it as a sweep to get back on top, but very reckless. He's got to watch out for that leg right now. AVT aren't turning out any bombs. They're turning out some high-quality, well-rounded fighters, and now he's just looking to attack the straight ankle lock.
Yeah, you see there, Alexander shook his head. Now it's not on, but you've got to be careful down there.
You do, and you know, a straight ankle lock is a very precise movement, and it differs from person to person. Obviously, we have twisting footlocks at the amateur level, so outside the straight ankle lock, there's not so much you can do with it, except for use it to come back on top.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what he did.
Beautiful head kick.
And again.
Now Alexander not.
Oh, caught him coming in as well, getting a little reckless.
And he caught him with a nice right hand to drop his man. Heavy hammer fist.
That recklessness paid off there because he landed heavy, but.
And he's looking for the guillotine.
He is.
But he gets the double leg, laces the legs, does Palmer, and just climbs through to mount. Now it may do him better just to step off to his left and come to side control, because that guillotine can be applied, but unfortunately in that position you do it to yourself.
Right now though, looks like he's all right, just taking his time.
And I mean, that arm in there is going to do him a lot of favours. An arm in guillotine's hard to finish as it is, but especially when the guy's got you mounted, it's not going to cause it's not going to be a world changer.
But it is all on Palmer to escape. Alexander can hold that for as long as he needs.
It is, yeah. What do you do? Do you score the submission attempt or do you score the mount?
Well,
just looking to creep to his back with the body lock, outside trip, and he's grabbing the cage.
The warning is there. If he does it again, point will be taken.
And that did affect the flow of the fight.
But I'm not sure that the takedown was over.
But he will not let go of the guillotine. And at this point now, it's even more dangerous because you can see that Palmer is more to the side of the guillotine. He wants to have his legs on the other side. And that right leg of Alexander is just stopping him from hopping to that side. Again, arm in guillotine, there's a few different techniques there to finish it, but you want to be crunching the elbow down towards the hip to get under the neck further. But Palmer just passing through, but again, even though Palmer's on top.
What do you score here? It's Palmer's effectively defending.
He is. He is. I know a fight a while back, right, and there was a guy that had a triangle on all round, and what do? Do you score the guy on top, or do you score the guy who's got the triangle on?
It has to be the guy with the triangle.
Yeah. You would think.
You would have 4 minutes of potentially a fight-ending situation.
100%, yes, and that's it. You know, you've got to measure it up like this, and I think, obviously, judging criteria, there's a lot of loopholes, a lot of dark areas, grey areas, sorry, but you've got to look at it like this. That person is one step away from finishing the fight. He's not quite there, but he's one step away. In order for you to finish the fight, you're probably about 5 steps away at that point, regardless of the position that you're in.
That makes sense to me. What do you think they're saying over in the blue corner here to you, Alexander? His aggressiveness has paid off, but
it has.
Is he hunting too much for the choke when it's not there?
Yeah, I think so. But as we saw early on in the round one, he used that guillotine to get the sweep, so he isn't just mindlessly holding on and blowing out his arms. He is using it to further his position.
Straight.
And Palmer just could not get his chest to face his man for a second. Nice spinning hook kick to side kick.
And it's the fists Alexander versus the feet of Palmer at the moment.
Yeah, exactly that. Alexander's trying to take away that kicking range by getting in the face with the fists. And that's why a lot of those kicks did not land or do the damage that they were intended, because he was just too close. He wants to be in your face, but here we go. We've got Alexander on top now.
Working the body well there.
And I love a person who does not neglect the body. Do you know, yes, you're not going to get
to open up the head, right?
a lot of fight-ending situations, but even if you crack a rib or two, that guy's got to fight the rest of the fight, you know, with some dodgy ribs.
And doing well in the top is the Bateman man.
And you know, the pace did not slow in the first round. They've come out exactly the same. If this makes a third round, it's gonna be, you know,
there's gonna be some tired bodies.
Yeah, who's got more in the tank?
Alexander again just found a moment to raise his posture and land. He's taking his time, and again looking to land those.
And he's landing clean strikes, and this is something that we didn't see in the first round. Palmer's accepting position now.
Yeah, he had the feet high, but the referee's seen enough.
And that was a good call there by the referee. There was a lot of clean shots getting through, and they were solid shots. They weren't the 100 shots a second pitter-patter shots. They were solid thudding blows. You could feel it through the cage, and we're sat cage side, we could feel it, we could hear that.
There were a couple of moments where Palmer had his feet on the hips and perhaps should have looked to try and push off a little bit more, but the pressure from Alexander was...
Well, Alexander's answer to that was, I'm going to punch you in the face and see if you keep your feet on my hips, and he was right, because the feet came off the hips.
Absolutely.
You've got to address the problem, and the problem there was he was getting punched in the face.
Good debut from the Bateman MMA prospect there. Certainly some tidying up to do. But
for both men, yeah. For both men, I think that on the side of Palmer, it was more of a question of range.
Yeah.
He was doing the right things, but he was not in kicking range when he was throwing the kicks, and he wasn't in punching range when he was throwing the punches.
Mr. Safkan has stepped into the cage. Give a quick shout out to Vulcanite, sponsor here. And turn it over to Mr. Safkan, who will make the result official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute 35 seconds of the second round, your referee, Mr. Paul Crossley, calls a stop to the fight, declaring your winner by TKO, Alex the Assassin Chona. Please show your appreciation for Josh Palmer.